There's volatility in the volume. There's variability in the volume, but
Right.
even that's pretty consistent. So their churn is much lower. Even though it was transactional before we repapered it as being subscription, the churn in that transactional volume is very low because companies keep issuing 10 press releases a year.
Right.
And they don't switch. They don't switch from PRN to Business Wire. Hardly ever.
Right.
Because they're identical. They're both trusted, and you value a relationship with the person who does the editorial support when you issue press releases. So it's a relationship business in that sense. And why would you switch that for $1,000 savings?
Got it. So it's all the same. I mean, I'm I'm just thinking about it. It's all the same. The subscription revenue versus the transactional revenue. I like the dollar per impression is like within 10 or 15% of each other.
Yeah, I mean it's no stickier. It's not the economics of subscription versus transaction are meaningless in the PRN world. They're just renaming them as subscription because you guys on Wall Street value them differently. But it actually has no impact on the churn or anything else. They're equally sticky. They just are being relabeled as being subscription now, which makes everybody happy from a valuation point of view.
Right. And when you sign up to the software, you get, when you're on the C3 cloud, there's nothing blocked out. So you pay, what's the average revenue per user, or what's the average seat subscription price?
Yeah, the average sale price is for you can buy it a la carte, but most people buy the combined platform where you get the media database or the influencer database and media monitoring. And the average subscription price is $10,000 a year.
$10,000 per seat.
Per customer per year. Bigger customers have more seats and buy more packages, so they spend more. But the average revenue per customer is $10,000. And there are some very large customers. Procter & Gamble pays us $1 million, $2 million. Target pays us $1 million, $2 million, because they buy other services on top of it, other content curation, etc. But the average company spends $10K a year for the software, and also just coincidentally spends $10,000 a year with PRN issuing press releases.
But they both come together though, right? So they both come together. So you pay the $10,000 to get access to the software, and then you issue the press releases through the software.
Yeah. Well, so now you probably have a $20,000 Cision subscription that entitles you to have access to the media database, entitles you to search all of our content, and entitles you to issue up to 10 press releases a year. That is probably what you have today.
Okay, so then it sounds like it's doubled then. It sounds like it's doubled the average revenue per user, because you used to not need the $10,000 subscription to the software. You would just spend $10,000 and get the 10 impressions. But you didn't have the monitoring tools.
Yeah, two separate lines of business. So this, again, Cision was separate before they bought PRN. Cision's average customer spent $10K a year for the media database and media monitoring service software.
Okay.
PRN's customers spent $10,000 a year. Now that they're part of the same company, you are probably buying a single subscription that you're paying $20,000 a year for, or hopefully $22,000 a year, right? Whatever. Got
it. Okay. Yeah. So it's moving downstream closer to the customer. You used to be just a software company, then you bought. It's just like, Netflix used to be just a movie distribution company. Now they're moving downstream to create content, to start to own some of the studios. It's a similar type of move, right?
Yep. And it's all the pieces of the PR. It's consolidating all of the tools and all of the spend that a PR professional would have. It's the software spend, and it's the newswire distribution spend. It's putting it into the same company, the same platform, and giving you easier access to use it and track it all the way through the life cycle. So there's, it's 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah,
platform consolidation. Yeah.
Right, because you used to have to go to your Cision software to access the database, to find the name and phone number of the Wall Street Journal reporter who would be the best guy to contact for this article. Then you'd reach out to him. So then you'd exit the ecosystem to go onto your phone to reach out to him, and then you would end up going to PR Newswire and paying them $750 to send out a press release that